Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Podcast and Chill, our beloved listeners. I'm your host Leo, the guy who can teach you something while making you laugh.
And I'm Gwen, your informative host, here to help you get useful information. Firstly, let me ask you something, Leo. Have you found a good way to study?
That's such an important question, Gwen. You know, when I first started learning another language, I tried so many methods. Some worked well, while others didn't work at all. It took me time to find out what worked best for me.
That's exactly what we're going to help our listeners with today. If you've ever felt stressed while studying, or you want to find a better way to learn, then stay tuned.
Great. Today's episode is all about finding effective ways to study. We'll explore different learning techniques, how to stay motivated, and how to make your study routine more interesting. Are you ready to come with us?
Let's get started. The first step to finding a good way to study is to understand how you learn best. You might not realize this, but everyone has their own way of learning that works best for them.
That's right. For example, some people learn better by listening. This is called auditory learning. They might try listening to podcasts like this one or saying words aloud.
On the other hand, some people are visual learners. These learners like to use pictures or videos to understand new things. Imagine you're learning the word tree. A visual learner might look at a picture of a tree. What other types are there, Leo?
There are also kinesthetic learners. These learners like to move, touch, and practice things in real life.
For them, learning by doing works best. So, if you're a kinesthetic learner, you might learn the word apple better by picking up an apple, holding it, and saying the word aloud.
Finding your learning style can really help. If you're not sure what type of learner you are, ask yourself, do you remember things better by hearing, seeing, or doing them? Your answer will show you your learning style.
Research shows that when your study methods match your learning style, you're more likely to remember things. So, take some time to find what works best for you. Once you know your learning style, try study methods that match it. For example, if you're a visual learner, making colorful mind maps can really help. These maps help you connect ideas with pictures, making learning simpler.
Exactly. I find it hard to concentrate on just reading. So when I studied grammar, I drew mind maps, and it worked for me.
Another helpful technique is taking notes. Writing down what you learn, especially by hand, can help you remember it more easily. For auditory learners, recording yourself saying new vocabulary or grammar rules is a great idea. Later, you can listen to the recordings while walking, cooking, or relaxing.
That's a great tip.
For kinesthetic learners, using flashcards is a simple and effective method. Write the English word on one side of the card, and then a translation or a picture on the other side. Shuffle the cards in your hands and test yourself. It's a practical way to learn new words. Flashcards can feel boring at first, though. How about studying in group?
Group activities work well for all learning styles. For example, you can role-play everyday situations, like ordering food at a restaurant or asking for directions. Pretend you're in the real situation and practice your answers. It makes learning fun and feels less like studying.
That sounds great. These techniques help make your learning process more fun and interesting. The key is to try different ways until you find what works best for you.
All right. After finding the right study method and study partner, what do we do next?
It's important to stay active while learning. Active learning is not just passively reading or listening. For example, if you learn a new grammar rule, don't stop at just understanding it. Use it to write your own sentences or try explaining the rule to a friend.
That's a great idea. Teaching others is a great way to learn better. Studies show that explaining something helps you remember it. Even if you just pretend to teach, it can really help.
Another idea is to practice speaking out loud. Let's say you've learned a new word like gratitude. Instead of just memorizing its meaning, say something like, I feel gratitude when my friend helps me with my homework.
Yeah, using what you learn helps you gain confidence and improve quickly. Now let's learn some vocabulary below, so you can understand the topic better before continuing to listen. Translation. Definition. Changing words from one language to another. Example. Several books are already in translation into other languages. Memorize. Definition. To remember something by practicing it many times. Example. I memorize new words by repeating them every day. Confidence. Definition. Feeling sure about yourself. Example. Speaking English every day helps me build confidence. Technique. Definition. A special way of doing something to get better results. Example. Using mind maps and flashcards are my favorite study techniques. Shuffle. Definition. To mix things, like cards, in a random order. Example. I shuffled the flashcards before using them.
Next, practice with some questions below to see how well you understand the topic. Don't forget to type your answer in the comment section to discuss with others. Why is teaching others a good way to learn? Teaching others helps you remember things better, because you're actively using what you've learned. What role do group activities play in learning? Group activities, like role-playing, make learning interactive and fun, helping learners practice real-life situations. Let's move on to the next part. We will learn more tips to find a good way to study.
Hi everyone! Welcome back to Podcast and Chill, your favorite place to relax and improve your English. I'm Leo, your cheerful guide, and with me is Gwen, the smartest, calmest person I know.
Greetings, everyone. I'm not sure about being the smartest, but I'll take it, Leo. You're definitely the most energetic person I know.
I'll take that as a compliment. So Gwen, I've been thinking, have you ever felt overwhelmed by how much there is to learn and how little time there is to do it all? I mean, you're so knowledgeable, so you must spend a lot of time learning, right?
I do feel like that sometimes, and it's a feeling that so many people can relate to. It's because we live in a world where everything is moving fast.
Exactly. People want to learn new skills, pick up new languages, or keep up with changes in technology. But it feels like the more we try, the slower it gets.
That's why the question, how can I learn faster, is so important. No matter if you're preparing for exams, building skills for your job, or picking up something new just for fun, learning how to do it effectively can have a huge impact.
And that's what we're here to talk about today. We're going to explore some simple science-backed ways to make learning faster and easier.
So if you've ever wished for a way to speed things up and feel more confident in your learning, stay tuned. In today's episode, we've prepared a free PDF with tips and resources to help you on your journey. Now, let's get into it. So, Leo, have you ever wondered how our brain actually learns?
Definitely. I've always thought it would be amazing if there was a simple way to get smarter faster.
Well, the brain actually learns better when we repeat things and connect new information to what we already know. It's like building bridges between ideas. The more you repeat something, the stronger the connection becomes.
Like when you keep practicing a song on the guitar until you can play it without thinking.
Great example. It's active learning, when we engage with the material, practice, and try to understand it deeply. It helps our brain keep the information for a longer time. Research shows that active learning techniques can strongly improve how well students learn. A study from Harvard University found that students who used active learning methods scored higher on tests than those who learned through traditional lectures. This means that when students participate actively in their learning, they tend to remember more and understand better.
That's actually positive. Instead of just reading something once and hoping it sticks to our mind, we need to keep going over it, right?
Yes, that's where spaced repetition comes in. Instead of cramming, you can review what you learned at regular intervals, like after a day, then a few days later.
That sounds much better than staying up all night before a test.
Yep. You can use tools like flashcards or apps like Quizlet or Anki to make spaced repetition easier. They help you practice in a smarter way.
So, the key is don't rush it. Being hasty doesn't make you smarter. Review, repeat, and let your brain do its magic.
That is such a nice quote, Leo.
Thank you. Next, let's talk about something we all struggle with, which is staying focused when we study.
That one is so worth discussing, Leo. A lot of people try to study for hours without stopping, but that can actually make them less productive.
I agree. One great tip for learning faster is to study in short, focused sessions.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Pomodoro technique?
Is it the method where one studies for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break?
Exactly. It's a simple method that can really boost our focus and reduces fatigue. Studies have found that short study sessions are more effective than long, uninterrupted ones. When you take breaks, your brain gets a chance to rest and recharge.
It's like eating a big meal all at once. You might feel sick. But if you eat smaller meals throughout the day, you feel much better.
Overall, Pomodoro technique makes studying feel less overwhelming and more manageable.
So, if you want to learn faster, give the Pomodoro technique a try. Let's take a look at 5 helpful phrases from today's discussion.
Engage with, to actively connect with or involve yourself in something. Example, to learn better, try to engage with the text by asking questions as you read.
Participate in, to take part in an activity or event. Example, if you participate in group discussions, you'll improve your speaking skills faster.
Stick to the mind, easy to remember. Example, that funny story always sticks to my mind, so I'll never forget it.
Go over something, to review or check something carefully. Example, before the exam, go over your notes one more time to feel prepared.
Cramming, trying to learn a lot in a short time, usually before an exam. Example, I didn't study all week, so now I'm cramming the night before the test. Now let's move on to some questions to help you understand today's topic. Question 1. How does the brain learn better? The brain learns better when we repeat things and connect new information to what we already know.
Question 2. What is spaced repetition, and why is it important? Spaced repetition is reviewing information at regular intervals, like after a day or a few days later, instead of cramming all at once. It helps you remember information better.